Did you know that Garmin's best golf watch isn't even marketed for golf? The new Garmin Venu X1 quietly packs the same real-time tools as the Garmin Approach S70, but with way better looks, more battery, and killer fitness features. So I'm going to show you the 5 big reasons why the Garmin Venu X1 might actually be the best golf watch that's not a golf watch. So let's do this. So if you ever squinted at a tiny yardages on a washed out face, you're not going to have that problem with the Venu X1. The 2-inch AMOLED display is honestly a real game changer. It's big, it's square, it's crystal clear even in the brightest of sunlights. So this will feel like stepping into HD. And that square form factor matters more than you really think. On a round display, maps and numbers can feel a little cramped. And with the X1, you see more at a glance. Yardages, hazards, play-like distances, and green views all pop in a way that they've never done before on a Garmin watch. And honestly, the screen itself is like going to make this $800 watch worth it for most people. So once you get used to its clarity, it's really kind of hard going back to something like the S70 or the Fenix 8. But there's a catch. That gorgeous screen is a power hog. Garmin claims up to 8 days of smartwatch mode, but if you're playing golf and tracking fitness daily, expect way less, like probably around 2 to 3 days. But still, the battery life is better than an Apple Watch, and for most golfers, charging every few days is what we're used to doing anyways. Now, a beautiful screen is great, but it doesn't mean much if the golf tech underneath is kind of weak. And here's the thing, the X1 isn't just a nice looking fitness watch that happens to have a golf mode built into it. It delivers a full suite of Garmin's top tier golf features. We're talking 43,000 plus preloaded full color course maps with play-like distances. It even factors in slope and wind. And honestly, the green contour heat maps are probably the best I've ever seen in a Garmin watch. And it even comes with shot tracking, and if you have a Garmin Z30 rangefinder, you can pair it for live pin positions. Basically, it's everything you expect from a Fenix 8 or the S70, but in a much slimmer package. When you're on the course, it feels super fast, accurate, and intuitive. Actually, this thing is a beast. But what most people don't realize is navigating some of the features can be a little bit of a pain. Tapping at tiny arrows on a screen to scroll through hazards can be a little clunky, but once you adjust the rest of the on-course performance, it's spot on. But if you're like me and you probably own a golf watch that you only wear when you're out on the course because the other ones are too bulky or ugly for everyday life, most golf watches feel like they're kind of bricks on your wrist. But the Venu X1 doesn't. At just 8mm thick with a titanium case back and a nylon comfort fit strap, which is the same one that comes on the S50 by the way. It's Garmin's thinnest, most wearable design. Yet, you can forget you're even wearing it until you look down and honestly, you see this massive, beautiful display, which makes it a true crossover watch. If you wear it on the course, in the gym, at the office, or even out to dinner, it's not the kind of watch that screams, look at me, I have a golf watch on, or look at me, I'm a fitness dude. It's way more discreet and it's classy, and that's a big deal if you don't want to switch out watches every time you go to a social event. But to me, it's much more useful than the other Garmin watches because the X1 is so much more comfortable. See, sometimes I struggle with wearing bulkier watches throughout the night. I don't know, just that feeling can be distracting. But with the X1, you seriously forget you're even wearing it. Now, I know some golfers will still prefer the classic round look of the S70 and the Fenix 8. I totally get that. And to be clear, I'm not dogging on either of those two watches. But if you're looking for a golf watch that's more of a balance between style and golf, then the X1 truly nails it. But here's what's really cool though. With the Venu X1, you're getting 24/7 health tracking with things like HRV, sleep coaching, body battery, and pulse ox. And it even comes with more than 100 sports profiles, even shows you when you're ready to train, it tracks your training and reports on your stats throughout your activity, and it even gives you recovery insights. Hell, you can even use it to customize your own training schedule with a Garmin Coach feature. And if you ever felt like your golf game suffers when you're not recovering properly, the watch is going to flag low recovery or poor sleep, and it's also going to show you when your battery and training readiness are at highest, so you actually can take advantage of that instead of being tired when you're out on the course. It's that kind of feedback that's subtle but still powerful, and it's something that most golf first watches don't even think about giving you. But beyond that, the X1's got music too. Storage, contactless payment, a built-in LED flashlight, you name it, this thing is loaded. But here's the thing. The counterpoint is the hardcore endurance athletes may miss some multi-band GPS or extreme battery life from a Fenix. But for golfers who also want strong health tracking and smartwatch convenience, the Venu X1 hits that sweet spot. Listen, I know what you're thinking. You're looking at the watch and you're saying to yourself, this is like an Apple Watch from Garmin. It's true. The square screen, slim design, speaker microphone for calls, even the watch faces make it somewhat familiar. But unlike the Apple Watch, the Venu X1 doesn't have golfers hanging. Apple Golf apps are okay, but they don't touch the depth and accuracy of Garmin. So it's cool that now if the Apple design is more your thing, you can get that vibe and feel in an actual amazing golf watch. Now, if you've also been tempted by the Apple Watch for its looks and usability, but worried about losing real golf functionality, that's where the X1 bridges that gap. It's stylish enough to compete with Apple, but still feels like a Garmin at its core. If you're a golfer who wants a flagship Garmin golf features in the best looking package they've ever made, the X1 is a simple yes. The screen is stunning, the comfort is unmatched, and the golf functionality checks every box. But like with every golf product, the X1 isn't for everybody. If you want marathon battery life, 5-button navigation, or a round bezel with golf-specific visuals, like the S70's hole-by-hole scoring bezel, you might want to look somewhere else in the Garmin lineup. And if subscriptions drive you crazy, you're gonna need to factor in Garmin's $99 a year membership for the premium features. But if you want one watch you can wear everywhere, on or off the course, without sacrificing performance, then the X1 makes a strong case as really Garmin's best all-around golf watch made yet. But let me know what you guys think. Are you interested in the Garmin Venu X1? Are you using a Garmin S70 or an S50 or an S44 or even this guy, the Phoenix 8? I would love to know. So please comment down below your thoughts, and I love hearing from you. And if you can do me a huge favor, could you subscribe to the channel, because I appreciate the support. But if you guys want to see the best Garmin watches of the year, I tested every Garmin golf watch. Then check out this video right here, and I'll see you on the course.